Okay, so I've gotten the clutch mechanism out of the Traveler. And I cleaned it off a bit. You can see the pad's dirty, but we've got the bits that go together, and I've got the old parts with the new parts. So this is the old one, and it's a little bit worn, but it's actually in good shape. And then the new one. Really not much of a change there, but this is the new rubber bushing and how it's supposed to look. And here is the old one. That's right how it came out. Nah, yep, that's why the clutch was definitely iffy. Then here's the new bronze bushing on the body side. And here is the old one. And all the pieces that go with it. And then we've got this piece here. A bunch of the pieces are kind of broken. I probably ought to replace them. I do not have time, unfortunately, to replace them. So we're gonna have to put them back as it is and then do this job again. But this is cracked from all of the wear on it. Hopefully that'll hold steady. This is worn a little bit, but I don't think it's too much. But this side is definitely got some wear on it. This is the gearbox side of it. This side is fine, but this side's definitely worn, and you can't really tell in the video, but it's enough that you can actually really notice it. Not that big of a deal, but then these are ovoid. This one's really bad. So I don't like that. That's gonna certainly make it hard to get adjustment as good as I'd like it to be, but I don't have time to wait for another part to come in, I don't think, so we're just gonna put it back together as is and hope for the best. Probably gonna have to revisit it later though, so. Maybe one of these days there, the camera will focus. So we're gonna assemble this all back together and give it a go. As I continue going through this clutch mechanism, I replaced the old boot over the lever for the clutch. But I did notice some things that are probably gonna give me some trouble in adjusting it. You can see that is really heavily worn. So that's the main operating rod, and we should get a replacement for that. But then also, I'm not certain that larger nut is supposed to be there. I think that's supposed to interface with a lever. But my guess is there was so much slop in the mechanism at some point that they introduced this piece just to add some extra distance and give them enough adjustment to make it work. So when I ordered parts last time from ESM, if my memory is correct, and this is why I didn't get some of the stuff, at the very least the main pivot piece that has all the bushings on it was not available, and I'm not certain about this rod, but as a result the main kit that gives you everything you need wasn't available. It was back ordered, so I'm gonna see if they've got that, if this doesn't come together, and at least give us something close to a pedal. Well, I've got the rubber bushing on the body side all replaced. I had to put that, leave the spacer on the end of the adjustment rod that whoever did this last time put in there, because otherwise there just isn't enough adjustment with all of the wear and all the pieces. All the holes are oval, and the rod itself. So hopefully I can get all that stuff replaced at some point in the future once you've done it once, especially not having, it doesn't seem to be like it'll be that big of a deal again. And then I haven't adjusted it 100%, but we've got that kind of inch of free play before we contact the flywell. 1.5 inches, I think it's supposed to be, and it looks like it's pretty close. I'll have to measure it. But then we've got a nice action here where that rod is not, previously it was not rotating nicely like that. It was, you know, kind of tweaking, and it is going well now. So that should help us with our clutch action. And one more item off the list, or at least temporarily off the list until I can get all the right parts once I get back in stock.